Google's self-driving car is being retired. It was known as the Koala Pod, or that's kind of what it looked like. It was introduced back in 2014 and called the Firefly. So it's been around now for like 3 years, and it was really exciting to think that Google was creating a self-driving car. But now on Monday, which would be yesterday, they announced that they're retiring it and renaming the self-driving car project to Waymo. Waymo will focus entirely on integrating autonomous technology into vehicles such as the Chrysler Pacifica minivan. You will be able to see Google's self-driving quadruped called the Firefly in museums later this year, but it's a step in history. We're moving forward. Google realized it's really hard to develop a car, so they're going to leave that to car manufacturers, and they're going to focus on what they're good at, which is building software. Facebook is stealing features again, but this time it's not from Snapchat. They're stealing it from Twitter. Twitter has been known to have the 140 character limit when you go to tweet, but now Facebook has a feature where it takes 130 characters to do a post or a status update. It's clearly inspired by Twitter, and it's just funny to think that Facebook keeps implementing features that are inspired by other social networks. So the question is Google going to develop and manufacture their own in-house chips? We have reason to believe that is their next step. They've recently hired Manu Gulati, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, who worked at Apple as a micro-architect and was involved in the company's chip development for nearly 8 years. But now this guy is over at Google, so what do you think he's going to do over there? Well, we're guessing he's going to work on chips, which is what he's good at. That's probably why Google picked him up. Something that still separates the iPhone from every other smartphone on the market is how well the software is optimized for the hardware. The software makes the phone run better. It makes the hardware communicate better. If Google wants to make their Pixel phones run like the iPhone, one of the steps in that direction would be to build their own chips. So we highly suspect that they're going to do this. And even as far back as 2015, Google was showing interest in wanting to build their own chips. It looks like they're taking a step in that direction now. I found an article that gives us a rough estimate of how many Pixel smartphones have been sold since the launch last year. The first estimate is 1 million devices, and the second estimate, which includes a rough estimate of how many were sold from Verizon, is 2 million units. So it's somewhere in between 1 million and 2 million units most likely. The way they are getting this information, at least for the phones sold by Google, because Google doesn't tell you how many they've sold, they keep that information private, they are basing it on the Pixel launcher installs from the Google Play Store. And the problem with this is that many Android enthusiasts sideload the Pixel launcher on their other smartphones, so we're not getting exactly how many are running on Pixel smartphones, but it gives us an estimate. Google has introduced Android Excellence today, and what it will do is offer Google Play's editors the chance to showcase what they think are high quality apps and games on the Google Play Store. These apps and games will meet certain criteria such as localization, software optimization, how well they run, do they follow Google's guidelines, are they a good role model. These are role model apps and games that help inspire developers and users to understand and grasp what they would like to see more of in the Google Play Store. It's about increasing the standards, increasing how and what is created on the Google Play Store. Apple talked a lot about this at the WWDC, how they're revamping their App Store and they want to make it better, increase the standard. So this is Google's response. Google is showing what they are going to do to increase the standard of quality and how well the apps are and how well you can find them and explore them on the Google Play Store. This is what Android Excellence looks like from a desktop browser point of view. I'm on a browser on my laptop. I'm not on my smartphone, so it's going to look different on the smartphone, but this is what it looks like here. It says Editor's Choice Apps. It says Editor's Choice Games. And there they have listed a couple categories. It looks like 7 categories each. There are 5 apps in each category, and we know there's 7 categories. So that means there are 35 apps on Showcase in Editor's Choice at one time. Looking briefly at photo editing apps that are on Showcase, we see some popular ones like Adobe Photoshop Express, Prisma, and Instagram. I don't know why Instagram's up here. I mean, I know you can edit in there some, but that's more for like posting and showing off your images. I don't think of it as a photo editing app.